Assalamu alaikum developers, welcome back to the fifth tutorial of HTML. Today I'm gonna teach you about the checkbox, radio button, drop down menu and data list. So my first option is checkboxes. So before we start checkboxes and coding, we have to see that how does it work. Okay, so before I start the checkbox, you should know about these things. Field set are the borders. Field set is the border. Legend show the title of the checkboxes, and the two options are the checkboxes. So let's see how does it work or how does it look like in coding. So here we go. First of all, I will make a form and leave about this action. We will work about this in PHP and how does it work. Let's start our checkboxes. So first of all, we will put inputs. What are our inputs? Our inputs are checkboxes. So type is a checkbox, name is let's say I will name something like okay, so name I will name it like a maths something. The name I will give it like maths something, whatever you name it. I will say maths. Maths id is equal to math, and I the value something like maths. I will write here maths maths. So I will use br for the break and so on. For this input I will copy this and control C, control V, and checkbox the maths as we call it like a physics something. id is equal to physics value physics, and here physics. Don't worry about these things, we will use this and css and php, so maybe it works like this. If you run it, you can press F5 and you can see these things. So don't worry about the name, id and message values, it can work without them, but we will use these things in PHP and what you say, we can use this in PHP CSS, so don't worry about this. Okay, so we have done our first work, like we used options. Now we have two things more for it. It is legend and field set. So let's first of all we use field set. So let's see field set, how can we use. Press the enter button over here and type field set like this. We will cut this thing and we'll paste it in the last. So if you refresh it, and you may see over here the border. Now you can put the legend over here, the title. Okay, and you say I will type like these are subjects or your subjects. So if you refresh it, you can see, select your subject, maths, physics, whatever you have. We will go for checkboxes from over here. So same thing, we will copy this thing like this, control C, control V. Okay, I will see select your gender like this. Select I will see, I will use select your gender from here. Okay, so everything is like everything is same like checkboxes, but here we have radio buttons. So what we have to change here, some these are checkboxes, so we will use like this radio. We will change this checkbox into a radio. Okay, so and the name is same gender. I will use here gender too. Then You can use id, or here we see mail id, and for this email value m, and I will use here f. Now you can type your here is male and the last female, or you may add another gender too. So refresh this page. Now you will see both of them are same, but we have changed over here. Some changes are, these are the main changes here. So in the radio button you have to keep the name same. Our third topic is a drop down menu. So if you can see there, here we have some amino, and amino is always consists of options. So what we have to do, so here I will write type drop down menu, and I will use some options should be selected. So select, or you may type like this select, and hit the enter button. So you can see the name. What is the name of, let's say, drop down, and id whatever you give, let's see, drop down dd, and I will type over here in this estimator. So put the options, what options you want to put. So here option, how many options, let's say for example I will put 3 options. I will type like this option and 2, where is it, 3. So I have created 3 options directly, and I will, first of all I will, this option will be like by default. So by default I will use selected. So I will say select desired course, right? And for we use, let's say use, like for example maths, and here I will use something like bio. You put over here the values, and I will type the text for the text options. So mathematics, refresh this thing, and you will see the result. Select your desired course. So this is the selected things. Okay, I will use over here something or the break options. So there you can see this is the select option, drop down menu. These are the options, 3 options, and this is the selected option. Okay, so after here we will use something like a data list. You can see data list is also options. It's a little bit change, just name it is a, we will use something input list, whereas if we don't have some inputs, you use option, and there is inputs. So and data list we use inputs, and in drop down menu we use options. This is the basic change in it. Okay, so here we see and code use input list something. Okay, before I will create data list. I hope so. Doesn't know why. Hello. Okay, why not? Data list, and we will use any, here we have options too. So options, and to, let's see, 2 options I will create. Value mates something, and here too physics dy is okay. So if using high maths, some maths, and here we use physics. So what we have to do over here is give a value to this data list. id is equal to list your subjects, let's say, and I will call this list into input into list, and then list id should be called over here of subjects. Okay, and close it. Now you may run it. You can see these are the options. I should use br over here, br. So you can see the difference between here we have options and here we have options too. This is the data list and this is the drop down menu select thing. This is the select thing and this is the list thing, and we have some use input list. So these are the inputs too. This is the basic thing in it. You can see over here all of the base space, not space. Okay, so these are the bold something. You can see if you click over here you can see this is the simple writing, and this is the simple font. And if you click on this, see this is a little bit bold thing over here, and the value just it take the value too. And here you can see any value. See, they only the written text over here, so they call the text, and this one also call the text and the value too, both of them at the same time. If you selected options over here, maybe it doesn't work. um, See, select your desired course, and you see this is selected over here, but you can't use selected things. But maybe you can use some options over here, something description. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.